GTR.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan Sindel and welcome to Lesson 3 of Easy GTRs, learning to play Bach's Prelude of the Cello Suite. And as always, I encourage you and ask you to come up to easygtr.com. That way you could sign up to the newsletter and you can download the PDF score. That's what we're working with. It has both the tab and the notation. And let's get busy. What we have today is bars 8 through bars 14. We definitely got a lot to do, so let's get tuned up really quick. I'll put the tuner right here and see if we can get it right in the camera, and I'll give you a low E. And as always, this is the Peterson Strobo clip. Pretty awesome stuff. You're in tune. Okay, let's move on to the A. It's going just a little bit flat. I'll hit you a D note. Excellent. Get tuned up and let's come right back. Alright, now that we're all tuned up, let's go into bar number 8. Now, what we have here, once again, typical with this song is, once you learn the first idea of the measure, then a lot of times the second idea will just repeat. And in bar 8, if you notice, if you look very carefully at the notation, so what it sounds like is this. Turn up a little bit. That's the idea, so it just repeats once again. So what we have here is a low E to a B to a G to an F sharp. That's the first system, the first grouping of 16th notes. The second system will be G, B, G, B, sounding like this. E, B, G, F sharp, G, B, G, B. One more time. So that whole thing just repeats one more time. Then it repeats. Very simple. So let's just review bar 8 really fast. E, B, G, F sharp, G, B, G, B. Repeats. E, B, G, F sharp, G, B, G, B. Cool. Now let's move on to bar 9. So what we have here is a new melodic idea. The first grouping of 16th notes says low E, C sharp, D to its higher E, which sounds like this. E, C sharp, D, E. The second grouping is D, C sharp, B, A, descending. D, C sharp, B, A. Let's put those two together. Now the third grouping has G, F sharp, E to a higher D. G, F sharp, E, D. Then grouping 4 will descend C sharp, B, A, G. Now that completes bar 9, but it does not actually complete the riff, or the melodic idea, if you will. See, what we do is we take the very first 3 notes of bar 10, the F sharp, E, D, the 3 notes descending that are there tied together, and that actually ends the idea. So we have F sharp, E, D. So if we started up on that C sharp again, which is the last system of bar 9, C sharp, B, A, G, then we finish F sharp, E, D. That's how it sounds. So I'm going to play bar 9, and then as a review, go all the way to the very first 3 notes of bar 10. So this is how the actual measure will sound. Once again, those last 3 notes, F sharp, E, D, ends the riff. now that we're into bar 10, let's just actually slide up to 7th position, and I'm going to play the notes D, which is the last note, obviously, of the first system of bar 10. So if you actually looked at bar 10, the first grouping would be F sharp, E, D, then you switch up to the 7th position. Now, of course, once again, fingerings are optional. Play the song and find out exactly how the way you like to play it. This is only a mere suggestion, as I always say. So here we go once again, the first grouping of bar 10. F sharp, E, D to its higher D. Now grouping 2 will have A, D, F sharp, A. A, D, F sharp, A. I'll go ahead and repeat grouping 1 and grouping 2 of bar 10. One more time. Now moving on to grouping 3, we have a D, E, F sharp, A moving in an ascending pattern. D, E, F sharp, A. Then the last grouping of bar 10 is a descending run, G, F sharp, E, D. So grouping 3 and grouping 4 will sound like this. It'll be ascending to descending. Now let's review bar 10. Moving into bar 11. Now this is a very cool run. It sounds like this. Okay, so system 1 has G sharp, D, F natural, E. Now look very carefully at the third note. That's a natural sign, canceling out the F sharp, which is actually part of our key signature of G. G major, that is. Okay, so let's look at system 1. G, D, F natural, E. G sharp, D, F natural, E. System 2 says F natural, D, G sharp, D. F, D, G sharp, D. So system 1 sounds like this once again. System 2. I'll put those two together without talking. Now system 3, we stretch all the way over to our B note, then we play D, F natural, E. One more time. B, D, F natural, E. System 4, F natural, D, G sharp, D. One more time. F natural, D, G sharp, D. So systems 3 and systems 4 sound like this. Now let's review bar 11. Alright, bar 12. Now we're sliding into our second position. We're playing a pretty cool little riff that actually feels and appears like it's working off an A minor type triad form. Now, it sounds like this. So what we have here is, our first note is C, we move up to E, then A, then B. That's our first system. C, E, A, B. Now system 2 says C, A, E, D in a descending run. C, A, E, D. Let's put group 1 and group 2 together of bar 12. I'll repeat that one more time. Now group 3 actually is just a repeat of group 1, C, E, A, B. Now group 4 in its descending pattern is a slight variation of what group 2 was. So it's a very similar run, but definitely has a different sound to it. So going down we have a C, A, F sharp, E. So I'll play groupings 3 and groupings 4 together for you. Now I'm going to repeat and do a quick review of bar 12. Alright, bar 13. So if you look really carefully, you'll notice that groupings 1 and grouping 2 are a mirror image of groupings 3 and groupings 4. And if you look really carefully, let's look at the very first note of bar 13. We now have a D sharp. We're going to play D sharp, F sharp, D sharp, F sharp. So you get to kind of bounce between those notes. And you can do them as hammer-ons if you want. Alright, system 2, we have A, F sharp, A, F sharp. A, F sharp, A, F sharp. So let's put system 1 and system 2 together of measure 13. Now we just repeat that. System 3, D, F sharp, D, F sharp. System 4, A, F sharp, A, F sharp. So I'll go ahead and review bar 13 for you. Alright, now we're at bar 14. This is the last bar of the lesson today. Let's go ahead and see what we have. System 1 tells us we have a G, F sharp, E as a tie, and then back to G. G, F sharp, E, G. Then we're going to play F sharp, G, A, F sharp in an ascending style pattern. F sharp, G, A, F sharp. Let's put group 1 and group 2 together. Now system 3, we're starting on a G, then we're working our way down ascending fashion. G, F sharp, E, D. G, F sharp, E, D. System 4, we're still working our way down, descending fashion. C, B, A, G. C, that's our middle C. B, A, G. C, B, A, G. Let's review bar 14 really fast. System 1. System 2. System 3. System 4. And I'll go ahead and play that for you. Cool. Well, that does it for today's lesson, and we'll talk to you guys soon.